Today we have a double whammy episode for you. Yes, we are doing an overnight cruise in the Bay of Islands. This evening our activity starts at 4 p.m. because today we are doing an overnight cruise in the Bay of Islands. So we're joining the team from the Rock Adventure Cruise and checking out their awesome houseboat.
The Rock Boat is an amazing hostel on the water. It's pretty awesome and it's gonna be our home for the next 22 hours. So we start with nice cold beer.
While we're waiting for the rest of the crew to arrive, we are relaxing by the bar, having a nice cold beer on the ground floor of this multi-story boat. Once everyone's on board, it's time for us to set sail and for the adventure cruise to begin. As we're pulling away from the Paihia wharf, which is the main hub of the Bay of Islands, we get to see an amazing sunset, so vivid and beautiful, and tonight we are making our way to Matofa Bay.
We're going to try and shoot the duck with this paintball gun. I'll demonstrate. It's actually way harder than it looks, so if I miss it, then I have an excuse.
That's right, our first activity is to shoot a rubber duck with a paintball gun, and this is an awesome icebreaker activity where we introduce ourselves before we shoot.
Alright, my name is Robin. I'm originally from France. I live in New Zealand now.
Way too far.
Too far? Aim it down a bit, aim it down.
About 6.
And damn, Adam was right. It is actually really hard to shoot that rubber duck while the boat is moving.
My name's Laura, I'm from the UK and I once ate paint thinking it was chocolate.
I'm Lenny, I'm from Geelong in Victoria, which is like an hour from Melbourne.
After getting to know everybody, we are still moving around the Bay of Islands and our next activity is already getting prepared. We are getting bait because right now we're going to be fishing our dinner.
When we hand you a fishing rod, we're going to hand you the hook in one hand and the fishing rod in the other. It's really important that you hold on to this hook. If you let it go and it dangles around, unfortunately it might end up hooking somebody else. And what we're after is fish, not people. People don't taste as good as fish.
Fishing is pretty fun in itself, but on top of being a food provider, there is an extra perk in catching a fish in the Bay of Islands with the Rock Cruise. We get ourselves a free beer, so everybody is all in.
I haven't got anything yet. Fishing for snapper. I haven't got anything yet though. I've checked and the bait's still on. I felt a little bit of something nibbling, but it swam away. I'm kneeling down in despair. I'm almost on the brink of giving up.
Why are you cooking? Because I don't want to be in that position where I say they're all bad. They're all terrible fishermen. That's why.
Yeah, so our captain actually knows our crowd very well. It's pretty hard out there and there's only one girl that ended up fishing a snapper and releasing it in the water because it was too small to be eaten. Yes, even when night fishing, conservation is a prime concern in New Zealand. But despite having an entire crew of useless fishermen, we are not going to go hungry for long. The team has prepared for us a huge buffet and we are stuffing ourselves with heaps of food. There is some salad, there is some burgers, there is some sausages, there is some buns. It's all so good. And right after dinner, we're already moving on to our next activity.
Our final activity for this evening is night kayaking. But why would you want to go night kayaking? You can't see anything. But apparently in the Bay of Islands, there's actually a lot to see at night when you are kayaking. In particular, bioluminescent algae. That's right, there's actually algae in the water that lights up in the dark. And you guys have all probably heard of glowworms in New Zealand. Well, the bioluminescent algae is the second form of bioluminescence that you can find in New Zealand. So we're heading on the water to go check it out for ourselves. However, when we start kayaking around, one of our guides tells us that the moon is probably too bright to see the bioluminescence in all its glory like they usually get to do. But when we start stirring up the water with our paddles and with our hands, we start to see this firecracker-like sparkles in the water, and that is the bioluminescent algae. It's actually quite hard to pick up on camera, but trust us, it's really bizarre to see. Back on the boat, we all huddle around the fireplace, warming up our feet after getting them wet during the kayaking. And all around the Rock Adventure Cruise, there's loads of really awesome places to hang out, from the bar to the pool and all the nice comfortable sofas. After socialising through the night, we head up the stairs to bed. So this feature is to be continued tomorrow. We are going to be still on the Rock Adventure Cruise, but we've got heaps more activities to do, so join us tomorrow.